Hi, I'm Jerry Drager, Drager's International Classic Sales in Burlington, Washington. We're here at Drager's Clubhouse and I want to show you this vehicle.
Okay.
We have a 1935 Ford 5-window coupe right here in front of you, and it's a neat car. I've been excited about this car and it is fun to drive. So it's a coupe, it's 5-window. It's a businessman's coupe because it only got a front seat in it, no back seat or storage area behind. And it's got a 350 Chevy in it. It's got a 350 turbo automatic in it. It's got a 12-bolt rear end in it. So it's got all the good stuff. But it's also got power disc brakes on the front. Does not have power steering, but I want to tell you, it drives easy. You don't need it. And I don't even, some cars I've had to add because I just didn't like the way it drives. This thing drives really well, so you'll be real happy with it. It's all Ford steel. It's not a kit car. There's no glass fenders on it or anything else. It's a really good car. Got the Greyhound on here, and you can see the grille. It's all in real good shape. Looks good. I mean, the paint, it's got some issues. I'd say it's been a long time ago since it was painted because you'll see some chips here and there in the paint. There's a little spot right there. You know, I mean, there's just some spots around on it. The bumper looks good on here. And you can see it's got the, I might say this wrong, big and little wheels. I might be backwards on that, but I think that's correct. And it's got brand new tires on it. They still, and they're white walls on the inside, so it looks kind of funny looking at white walls in there. But you can just see, it's a clean, and it's a two-tone. It's hard to distinguish it that it's a two-tone. This is a bright blue and this is a darker blue here. So, and the headlights are the same dark blue as this. So they painted it purposely like that. You don't notice it very close, but you can see it when you've been around it enough. We had a spot in here, you can see right here, where we painted it. Now, the exhaust comes out through the firewall there, out through here, and then down. And so this heated up and this all blistered in here, and so we cleaned it all out, smoothed it all down, put heat paint in there, high temp paint, and we couldn't quite get a color we wanted to match, but you don't even notice it. You notice it here when I point it out to you. You won't even notice it if you're not looking for it. Anyway, that's working good because we've been driving it a lot and it has not bubbled or anything on it like it did before. So it's ready to roll. It's we've had it service and safety check. We took it to David Corvette Alley and Anacortes, and he did the service and safety check on this car and all that. Now you look in here, it's got black. This interior is very new. It was just put in recently. Frank's here in Burlington did it. And you can see the headliner in there. It's all the same kind of headliner and everything. Hopefully it comes through really well for you. And it's got a tilt column in it. So you got that. Does not have a radio. And it doesn't have a heater either, does it?
I don't think so.
No, doesn't have a heater. So if you live somewhere where you need it, you know, putting heat and air in it wouldn't be a hard thing to do. The 350 runs really well. Andrew loves driving this car. I got to tell you, it's got an electric wiper, we assume. We can't find a switch for it, and it's covered over in the headliner there, so you can't do anything with it. It has seat belts in here too if you want them. I don't even know how we get, oh, we could take the seat out and get them out. That's the way we could do it. Anyway, you can just see this and the window, both sides, they just crank really nice. And this is the first vent. How you like that? See how this opens up here? That's so you can do your cigarettes in those days. Get it outside. But you can see it just they roll down good. This door closes good. Boom. I mean, you can just look at all this thing here, and it's got bigger wheels on the back, bigger tires on the back than it does on the front. And anyway, Got two taillights on here on both sides, and this is a gas filler here. It's a locking cap, so you got that. The trunk right there, and you got a spare tires right there, all wrapped up. Nice chrome bumper on here, and again, like I say, it's got the blue lights and the tail lights on them, both of them. You can see it. It's got some issues in it. In fact, over here, I'll show you one right here. This, you know, it's a bad spot right there. It's solid. This is all metal now. This is a steel car. Notice the magnet sticks to it. It sticks everywhere on this car. It's all metal. It's all Ford steel. So it's really good and solid. Now, how was it? The underside was.
I think it's good and clean under there too.
It's clean.
It's solid.
There was any rust patches in there?
I don't recall any patches at all.
Anyway, you'll see the underside. Andrew went underneath it and he did a video of the underside. You'll see in the rest of this video later. Anyway, you can see this all looks good. The paint, for the most part, is good, but there's lots of little spots. Like right here's a scratch. There's a bad spot right there a little bit, like kind of like that other side, but not near as bad.
Maybe there's paint. You can see maybe point that out a little bit.
Oh yeah, right there.
Kind of like they blended that rear deck lid a little bit, so it's.
Yeah, I mean there's some spots in it. Different spots I see, but overall it's solid. It's not all dented up or anything like that. We don't know a lot of history on this thing. It's a local car. We know that. And again, this side's really good. It's got a B&M shifter in it, and it works just fine. I had a hard time shifting it one time, and the knob was loosened up. All I had to do was tighten the knob back down, and I could lift it up and get it to move. Oop, I had my hand on it. Oh, see, I didn't do it hard enough. Anyway, it closes good. See, here's some more spots right here. You can see there's some spots right there. So you can see some spots. There's a couple of spots there. So anything I tell you on the paint, the paint is really pretty good on here, but it's been around the block a bit. Headlights look good. I think you'll really enjoy this car. So here's your 350 Chevy engine setting here. It's got a Mallory coil system on here, distributor. It's got a Edelbrock carburetor on there, 4-barrel on there. And you can see it's got the headers here, what we're talking about, where it comes underneath here. They had them heat wrapped and everything, but it would bubble this all off. So we cleaned it all off down to bare metal, and then we put heat resistant paint down, and then we found this has some heat resistance to it too, but we couldn't quite get it matched with the color like we'd like. We did this in-house, so it's not maybe the best job, but it's sure better than what it was. And you just see how clean the firewall and all that's good. And it's got a cruise fan on here too. So, and also it's got a transmission cooler right there. And there's the cruise fan up there. It works good. This thing, we drove it around and stuff, and I don't think it ever even did anything on the temperature, did it? It looked good. Then got the Edelbrock valve covers on here with the big wing nuts and stuff. And there looks like a fresh water pump on there. And you know something else I noticed on this thing? Golly, come around here. Where's the?
Oh, aluminum heads, huh?
Yes. I didn't even notice that it had aluminum heads until I was looking at the photos, and I said, oh. Yeah, there are aluminum heads. You're going to see Edelbrock?
I can't get, I might be able to see. It looks like it. Yeah, I can see the name on it. I can't tell what it says underneath it. Edelbrock, Performer, RPM 8089. I don't know what that number means, but it must be the head number for Edelbrock.
Anyway, it's got aluminum heads on this thing, so that's all good. And this is a vacuum for the power boost brakes. See the hose going down to the power, which is down underneath the floor. So here's the VIN tag right here. It's got a Washington VIN tag on it, which is good anywhere. So Washington State put it on. One of the things I didn't tell you, the crank out window, it doesn't do anything. The knob turns, but it doesn't go up and down. But the back window does, and it cranks up and down right there. He's going to show you right now. And there's a reason I wanted to show you that. Come around outside here.
Could have gotten down farther with that.
It has a rumble seat. So you can see right there's a rumble seat. They did not put a pad on this fender like they should, and a step here and a pad here to step on when you're getting into the rumble seat. So I don't know how you get in the rumble seat. Probably you could stand on this tire and stand there and then here and then in. So I don't know. I haven't tried to get in. I don't think I'm going to try to get in. But it has a rumble seat. So it's set up really well to take somebody else with you.
Well, it shows up.
Doesn't show very well. No. We're going to show you the lights now on this car. We're going to start it up. There's the lights, and there's a high beam switch under the dash. Andrew's reaching for it. I don't know if you can see him very well, but he's stretching underneath there. Oh, and there's the turn signals in the headlights. And then you got a four-way flasher or something on there, somewhere along there. Look, yeah, see there's four-way flasher right there too. So you got turn signals. The wiper does not work. And there's a wire that comes down out of the headliner down there down at the bottom of the dash, and it's been cut. So we don't know if it works or not anyway. So there's the lights for you. We'll check the back out. Tail lights, brake lights, the turn signals. So you can see all that works good.
I'll walk under this 35 Ford and show you what it looks like under here. It's got a nice chrome bumper on the back end here. And the gas tank looks like it was freshly replaced because the paint's very nice on it. This car also has 4 new tires on it. You can see the bluing on the sidewall there is still intact, so tires are pretty new. There's an electric fuel pump. You can see how nice the rear end's all painted up nice and black. One thing about this car, it is very solid. It's not show under here, but I can't show you anything that looks like corrosion or patching or anything. I think this might all be original floor pans. I cannot promise that. There's some spots. This is one spot that I question right here. It looks like there's maybe a little patch right here. It's on top of the frame, so I can't tell how extensive it is, but that might be a little patch right there. And that's really the only thing I've seen in this floor pans anywhere. I mean, there's no other corrosion anywhere. Look how solid it is. The running boards are all in good shape. Granted, it's not beautiful under here, but it's very, very solid. You know, somebody could spend, a week cleaning on this thing, but I don't know if anybody would, but it's presentable the way it is. Oh, it's all solid. There's the master cylinder with the brake booster. They did cut this to make it a little access panel, I assume, to just fill the reservoir for the brake master cylinder. But there's the exhaust headers. They're wrapped and they go up tight to the fenders. But anyway, they ran them along the running boards and they kind of exhaust out the back end of the running board there. But this car is just good and solid. The frame's straight. Doesn't look like it's beaten up or banged around or anything. Doesn't, like it bottomed out on anything. It's just straight. There's the bottom of the automatic hydromatic transmission. The bottom of the engine, it's got a big oil pan. And again, lots of tread on these new tires. You can see they got the nubbins on them still. Anyway, it's a nice, solid car. Nice driver. Nice chrome bumper on the front here. And the grill's in good shape. The worst spot on it is, well, there's one spot that maybe it bottomed out right there, but I don't think anything else has hit the ground other than the bottom of the grill. But the grill's, look how straight it is other than that spot. There's another perspective, just showing you from the front back. Let's see if we can get some light on there. Look at those floor pans. I don't see anything that looks questionable on there at all. I mean, it looks very solid. Even those wood strips right here, they're all intact. I think this car's probably had a good life, even though it's not beautiful under. It just is very solid.
Here comes the 35 Ford. This is a nice car. It runs, drives great. Listen to that sound though. It's got a good sound to it. It's solid. It's old school. It's been around a long time. And it's two-tone. I don't know if you can tell that or not, but the fenders are darker than the body. It just drives good. We're going to bring this 35 Ford by you here, slow like, so you can see it. You can hear it. It's a neat car. I like it. It's got neat lines, you know. It's just an old school street rod. I think it was built a while back. I got a little bit of history on it, but not near enough. Anyway, it looks good. Look at that car. On the side here, just nice and slow. Hear that thing? It sure rumbles nice. Got a rumble thing too. Wouldn't it be fun owning this car? Driving it Friday night? Look at there. It sounds really good. I'll wait for gas.
Showing over a quarter tank.
Yeah. So how's the speedometer doing?
It's about 60 and then showing 52 on the GPS.
52 on the GPS?
54 right at about 60, so it's 5-6 miles off.
6 miles an hour. Fast.
Fun car to drive.
Yeah.
Sounds good too.
It's a fun car to drive, as you can tell. Listen to Andrew drive it. He loves standing on it.
Takes off fast. GPS going.
You're at 60 on the speedo?
I'm at 80 on the speedo, 72.
It's 72, okay. They're watching this.
BMW.  70. 70 on
How's it doing down the road?
Great.
Look at that. Yeah, see? No rattles or anything in it. Anyway, we've been driving it down the road here. Now he comes to the 20-mile-an-hour corner. He's coming in fast and hot, see?
I'll slow down quick.
He's slowing down good now. It's a tight corner. How would you say, how you like driving it?
I think it's a blast. It drives easy too. I mean, it's very comfortable to drive, and it's just fun. It's got a good tone to it and all that.
This does not have power steering either, does it?
No, but it steers easy. It's got a small wheel. It's not hard to turn.
Yeah.
So
There's the cop. Notice he was a little easier on the throttle.
yeah, he's behind us still.
He's still behind you?
That fast enough?
Here he comes. And there's Drager's Clubhouse right there. Wouldn't that be fun to be at the drag races with this thing? May not win anything, but it'd sure be fun driving it. Here he comes, right here. This is a fun car. Who had so much fun he wanted to do it again.
That's so good. I gotta put it in gear first.
Here we go.
Okay, we're ready?
God, it just sounds great, doesn't it? And it goes very well. Look at that beautiful truck. Look at that beautiful car. We're back at the clubhouse now.